will say. What I will say.
Oh, that's hard.
That is, yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck?
I just noticed I could do this shit.
That's fire.
Yeah. I told you I was gonna be chilling in the car because this nigga is nigga.
It was the Billy Carson, the Yaki, and then 19 Keys, right?
19 Keys.
Yeah, they was doing like a seminar at this, like wherever they was on stage. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that's why I sent it to you, because I was like, it's all three of them on stage, and they have their own talking, like within the topic. They all take turns, like within that same topic and their point of views of it. So they got to the point of them talking about why do we procreate, and it was like, if it's to leave a legacy, why? And what is the legacy? Because we have a lot of, they start breaking down DNA. You already know, because Billy Carson was doing that. So they're breaking down DNA. They're talking about how we have to unlock our DNA in order to make sure that we can store the right DNAs into our children, and then make sure that we're healthy and do all this work before we have children, if we're doing it with intent instead of making toxic babies and seeds. I was like, bro, what? The reason why I went to it just about eating healthier and getting rid of all like the mucus and all that stuff, bro. My friend's mom had like congestive heart failure or whatever, and they was talking about how they felt like more mucusy and everything. And then like I'm like, okay, and then over time I'm feeling, like I said, my voice be changing. I'm feeling more mucus up and down my throat, feel it more in my chest now, and I'm just like, bro, if really the only issue is mucus and there's a solution to eliminate the mucus, why do I not take it? And that's that just makes me go back to when you're telling me like, nigga, we can do this right here. You just giving me the nudge, not literally, you gonna just keep eating that puss, huh? Actually, I was watching the Bill Bellamy interviewing Yaki. He was like, I used to have these apple trees or whatever, and he was like, I remember I went to the store and I probably bought like 6 apples, because apples was one of his favorite like quick handheld snacks. It was like he would buy like 16 on like 6 apples, and it was like you'll spend 16 on apples, but you could spend $72 on an apple tree and not have to buy apples anymore. And just those type of mental flips, and
Types of choices,
yeah. So it's like, I know these things. My mom's a chemist with the stuff. She does it for skincare. Why not? Some people think I'm doing it to them, and it's like, nah, bro, it's for me. Right. Like when I just go like distance, because it's like I gotta recalibrate myself. I've already told you 100 times, it ain't you. It's just me trying to get myself together, because if you're in a place and you're telling me to do these things, if I'm not in a clear mind to do it, how am I gonna ever do it? So I gotta get myself in a better mind, get myself feeling better and all that. And then some of the things that we can talk about, we can get back to, but some of those things I also don't want to do. So it's like getting to the things that actually fuel me, to fuel both of us, so we can both spearhead this idea that we both want to do. Not instead of just throwing a bunch of ideas in the air that maybe you want to do, you should do them. And then if I say, why don't you pursue it fully? Some people don't want to pursue it fully. They just want that one shot. If it goes, it goes. And if it don't, then why keep doing it? And it's like, if it makes you happy, you should still do it, whether you're seeing those instant results or not. That's my idea of it.
A lot of people don't do that until they're like, however many years old, 30s, 40s, 50s, and like it feels to them like most of their life is already behind them. But like until somebody goes through that, regardless of when it is, that's when like they start to understand it for other people. That's when it starts to be like, yeah, oh no, I see what he's doing, and there's no love lost. It's not like, bro, like you ain't even been tapping in, you ain't even, all that type of shit, and it's weird.
I don't be wanting to say that, but I'll be like, bro, why you hit me up like I'm your chick or something? Like, bro, it is never that deep, bro.
My best friends, the closest friends that I have are people where if we don't talk for a handful of years, there's no love lost. We still gonna see each other, and it's gonna be the same vibe. Yo, my nigga, like, yo, what's good? You trying to get on this? Listen, like
literally every time. It won't be literally like 6 months since that we don't actually speak, but like actually link up. We might chop it up. She say, "How you doing?" "Yeah, bro, I'm chilling." You still good?" "Yeah, just working on it." "All right, yeah, say less." "Me too, I'm working on it." "All right, bet. Well, it's gonna be on and popping." That's literally our conversation. But when we link, like you said, it's just no love lost, instantly right back like we never left. And there's no issues with the people that might need a little bit more extra talking to. That's not the problem. It's just when you are expecting something out of me that I'm not expecting, you didn't ask me. It was just you're throwing it on me, and then that's where it'd be like, you can't say I don't do this. It's just not the form that you're looking for. Even we've talked about how I shouldn't be that accessible. So now that I'm not accessible to anybody in that way, you kind of feel some type of way after you kind of helped me push to this point, which is a good thing on both sides, because it's like, that is a lot of energy that I'm taking on from a lot of people at once. And then at the same time, I can still be that for people, but in a certain time frame where I can actually handle it and then push it back the right way.
Yeah, words are energy charged. And so if all I'm doing is intaking your problems all day, we was just talking about
this is what we was talking about.
If all I'm doing is intaking your problems all day, no offense to whoever it is, but it's like that. The fact is that it's eroding at my spirit. I may not always have the energy for that at the time, you know. Not that I don't want to be there for the person or whatever, but if it's like an everyday thing, like, eventually I gotta like, I need to stand back. I need to reset myself. Like, I need to reset my cells, because the energy affects your literal DNA cell, like all of that shit. And
that's literally what I was just recapping on today. That's why it comes back full circle. Because I was like, I mean, we talked about this years ago too, and it's like, it's almost as if I just dropped it in a sense. Mentally, it was like I just let that all go, like that shit didn't exist. When then it always pops up around the same kind of times in these years. It's just like, bro, get back to it. Pretty much, it's like psh, get back to it. Nigga. You already know. Psh, nigga, go. And so it's like getting back and just relearning that, and then like trying to put it into actual practice, because we've already acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, acknowledging it is the first step. It's just actually putting it into practice. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in denial about it. I know what it is, and I'm making the conscious choice. That's the issue.
Nigga, me with this. Nigga.
Me with this.
Yeah.
To go with this. Like, I be realizing I'm already high. Why do I keep smoking? It's a habit. I just instantly.
It's the habitual.
Just like how a cigarette smoker is just doing this. That's why most of them be doing like toothpicks or like pretzels and salty things. And so like for me, it's literally just picking up this bong every day. And I know I don't have weed, and I'll look at it, about to pick it up. And like, oh yeah, I ain't even got nothing there. Let me just play the game or something. Like, or if I'm writing, I'm like, hold on. Hit the bong, and then like there's a realm to where you can get to when you're hitting the bong, and then when you keep smoking though, that's when I was watching, I think this was Daylight, he was like, bro, it's like a whole opening happens for you creatively, but once you keep smoking, for some people that hole closes and you lose your window because now you too high, you can't concept. He was like, now Snoop Dogg on the other hand, that nigga, like, he's the pro. Like, he can keep smoking, and that shit just is open. It's just a vast amount of creativity. He said, equate your creativity to that blunt. You smoke a little bit, you open it up, and you still have this much. The further along you get, the smaller the window starts to close, because you get to like, he's like, bro, smoke like half of that, bro. Keep it open, but don't keep going to where it just it just closes and you can't function no more.
So, speaking of creativity, like, do you think that this is what kind of charged the concept for the Let Me Talk My Shit mixtape? Reaching for this place of like Christ consciousness, God body, you know. I know with your writing process, a lot of times, or at least my perception of you, like a lot of times, you know, you might not have the full concept, but like the spirit is kind of speaking through you as you're writing, and so it just becomes this thing. And that mixtape has like this theme to it of like, you know, of all the stuff that we're talking about right now, and like you working through that mentally. Do you think that was something that like drove that? Or?
Oh, that's definitely, like, I can say every song kind of came from that place in the sense of some of them were older, some of them were newer, but they all came and revolved around the same concept. And so when I'm writing them, they're all of those tracks were very sporadic too. There wasn't like an idea like, oh, this is gonna be the project, and then I wrote them in different seasons for the project. Like, no, all of them were sporadic. Some are from like a year ago, some are just from within the last couple of months, but they all had the same kind of concept and storyline within it. And that goes back to what you're saying, like having the spirit talk through me, because there's no way I would have thought that any of these songs went together when I was writing them or recording them. Until I got to the point where I'm like, okay, let me use these as throwaways. Like, this was like a dumping in a sense, because I have a lot of just a lot of written tracks and a lot of stuff. So I was like, let me just dump this. And so like that was really the concept of the mixtape, another dumping session. But it really turned into a conceptual project because like it was something that I really want to talk about, something I've been trying to say in a different way that people can actually break down and understand, and I have my style within it. And I feel like that's what I was able to do. And then just the name is just the reason, like, let me talk my shit. Like, and me saying let me talk my shit ain't even my shit, because I'm letting the spirit talk through me. So it's not necessarily mine. Me just saying that was like the modern connotation of it, but really it's letting him speak through me.
And then seeing kind of like what you're talking about now, the name for me, this is what I like about art. Like a lot of times, like it will be what it is in the moment, but as we see the artist progress through life and whatnot, like the name takes on more and more meanings. And so let me talk my shit to me right now. What I'm hearing you talk about is kind of like, let me purge all this, you know, like. The name is just taking on a new meaning for me right now.
Dang, now that you said that, hey, hold on. Yeah, nah, that's crazy, because I didn't even think of it that way. Yeah, nah, that's hard. Yeah. And see, that's why I like having these conversations, because there you get to see someone else's interpretation of your art, whether it aligns or not. It could be a dope point of view. And that's what's also driving what me and you talked about. That thinking right there is what made me change my the project that I was working on, the name for it, to what I changed it to.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
Do you want to tell them, or you want to wait?
I'm gonna wait on that.
All right. So if there is anything that you could tell them about what's coming next, as far as conceptually goes, is there anything that you could tell them right now, or is that you want them to wait for it all?
I could say this: if y'all liked Let Me Talk My Shit, y'all gonna like this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just say that. That's the best way I could put it. I've been coming across this guy, Yaki Awoken. Yeah, he was talking about how he used to be obese, you know, had scar tissue on his heart, all these other things, hypertension. He was like mad overweight, doing drugs and everything, and he had a heart attack at like 21. And then like he was just at a point where he was, you know, they told him if he don't change, you know what I'm saying, he might not make it next time. And so like he's frustrated with life, and so he looked for natural remedies. He fell into Dr. Sebi, and then other things that I didn't say earlier, like he became a biochemist, he went to school for herbalists. Like he's done all these different things so he can use the science to also back up his statements and how he can prove each thing works with their education and his own. That's just like, I've already dabbled on being like pescatarian, vegan, dabbled with it, and like I was strict on most things. Couple things I was still struggling with, you know what I'm saying? Then I fell all the way off the wagon. And then I'm just at a point, like, I did notice, like, when I was taking those steps, even though I was like kind of straddling the fence, like I felt more energy, felt better. I want to do a all like juicing and like smoothie, and then like fasting within that, and like, you know, still add a little things like the oats and stuff that I want to have. But like, yeah, just going back to doing that. Teas, just trying to stay back on top of that and like get back right, because I remember I working at the natural grocers, I'm taking all the I had supplements, I had the syrups, I had every time felt like I was getting sick, bro, I can knock it out within that week and get it out of me. I'm already back doing what I was doing. So it's like, with the condition that I had, my immune system already be getting attacked and be feeling weak. I get sick way more easier. Dealing with that, it's like, yeah, being able to knock it out quick actually helps, because it already lingers.
And what is that condition for those who don't know? You rapped about it on Talk My Shit, but
so yeah, a right bundle branch block, which I actually found out is more than a right bundle branch block. It's actually like a bivascular block, which is where 2 out of the 3 ventricles, the electrical signals are blocked off. Okay. So only one side is working pretty much. So like anything like a normal me just standing up, registering, or me walking from here to the bathroom, it takes more energy to do those simple things.
Yeah, this is a heart condition for those who are not understanding it.
Yeah, heart condition.
Only one side of his heart works. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So for the last 10 years that I've been present with it, I'll say, because who knows if it was already active when I was younger, but just since I've been present with it in my mind 10 years now.
So y'all know, here, hand me the microphone. Just so y'all know, I saw this right bundle branch block thing in action one time because of something I did, and you see him laughing, but I was terrified, y'all. I had access to some edibles. I'm thinking it's regular edible, and it just happened to be like a double strength or whatever edible. I gave it to him, and I didn't know it was a double strength really until a little later. It was something like that, or like...
Yeah, it was like you had regular strength and then you had extra strength.
Yeah, it was like an extra strength. And I gave it to him. Nigga, I get a call like an hour later, a couple hours later. Nigga, it's like 1, 2 in the morning, some shit. He calls me, he's like, hey, bro, like, I think I might need to go to the hospital. And I'm sitting here thinking like, nah, bro, you just high. That's what it's supposed to do. I can hear my heart beating. That's what it's supposed to do. Like, bro, I had to take this nigga to the like emergency room at like 1, 2 in the morning. And it was all because I gave this nigga an edible and didn't understand how it could affect what he already had going on within him, which was the right bundle branch block, all of that shit. Here you go. Here.
But look, yes, I understand what you're saying, but let's premise this as well. These niggas already had me doing dabs. It didn't really matter. No, I'm saying it's my decision. Like, I'm already smoking dabs with niggas. I've already ate edibles with niggas. So it wasn't like it was an out of the normal thing. It was just one of those days where it was just like, my body was like, bro, chill out. Like, it was like, you're already geeked and you want to take a double straight edible. Right. Like, what are you doing? So it's like, I can't just put it all on, niggas. But I will say you did come down with it, and I wish you had looked at the label. Because you want to know the messed up part is I didn't even eat the full thing. I ate half. I ate half and saved the other half and put it in my backpack. I got home and threw the other half instantly in the garbage because I was like, bro, I'm done with edibles, bro. But yeah, I also realized my body is having a hard time at these point in days metabolizing cannabis in that way, especially with chocolate.
Yeah, and for reference, the edible I gave him was a brownie. So,
yeah.
So, is there anything that you think people aren't gonna pick up about Let Me Talk My Shit?
I would say it was kind of like, it's to piggyback what we talked about earlier on it. Yeah. It was all like, it was spoken through me. Yeah. And through that, connection, it's a transformation piece. So like, that's pretty much what it is. So like, that's probably the biggest thing I want people to capture, just the transformation and the growth within it.
Yeah, man, for those who haven't already checked it out, man, go stream Let Me Talk My Shit. You can find it on SoundCloud at
KingTaeInThisBitch.
Yeah, KingTaeInThisBitch. One word, or is there underscore?
No, it's all one word.
One word. All right, KingTaeInThisBitch.
It's like a pimp named Slickback. It's all together. Say it with me now. KingTaeInThisBitch.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, where can they find you, man, on social?
Oh, man, blanked. My bad. You can find me on Facebook at Javante KingTae Robertson. You can find me on Instagram at KingTae_InThisBitch. And you can find me at TikTok at KingTaeInThisBitch. Also, this is a random plug, but I have a gamer page as well. So you can find me on TikTok with that at KingTae503. Now, there's going to be more going to that as well. So don't be a little, feeling some type of way that there's only a few videos. Don't worry, I got more working, you know what I'm saying? We're getting that together too.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say to the people who may support your music?
Oh yeah, I want to say thank you to the supporters. Thank you to anybody that supported me, the group, the movement, everything that we're doing together, man. We're trying to just make a big change and like having you guys' love and your appreciation and anything y'all do to support that movement helps a lot. So yes, appreciate all the fans out there.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna keep filming just in case I catch him doing some nigga shit. And I'm gonna throw that in the video too. Look at that, picked up the bone, nigga shit. No.
Instantly. I just talk about how I need to chill out. It ain't I say it's gonna be increments. It ain't happening overnight, you know.
Gun to your head, nigga. Rap a Diddy verse.
The messed up part is,
Wow.
the messed up part is, I probably could. He's been a part of some great songs, and it kind of sucks.
No.
This isn't a Diddy podcast.
Yeah. So, nigga, it's colder than a penguin's meat sliding down a glacier.
They didn't build Rome in a day. Ain't that what they be saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. That's how they say it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Peace.